The learning materials. Detailed scripts are the main features of the learning materials. These are scripts designed to monitor and supervise and later assess the interaction between teacher and learner. Two types are used. You have the informant's script. The second, the teacher-learner interaction scripts. Physically or visually, you look at two columns and a thin column. Let us start first with the informant's script. The informant's script has an audio at the left and a column of video at the right. At the center, you find labeled timer or time. The audio contains all the sounds of the lesson. So you have background music, you have spoken dialogue, you have the narration, you have recorded songs or music. At the right part, you have the video. The video contains all the images, pictures, photos, drawings that are going to be used in the lesson. Now, center, you find the timer in seconds. They synchronize what is happening on both columns, meaning audio is supported by video, or video clarifies what is being sounded. At the end of all of this, or at the end of every frame, you find questions. These are the key concept questions. To explain a few things about the lesson for today. The lesson is not on opera, even if there are instructions that the materials are going to use opera music, specifically Aida by Verdi. Before the forms, there is a continuous instruction of the preparation of the teacher, or for this matter, the tutor. And if you will look at or read the material, you will find that it's mainly really opera. So you'll be thinking, are they going to sing an aria, or are they going to discuss this? So many possibilities will come to mind. But for our purposes, and really for students even in high school, the purpose relates to competencies found in the curriculum. So directly we're saying that the output is a drawing of an identified feeling expressed by the singer as narrated in the audio part. Repeat, it is a drawing of what? Of the facial expression identified as discussed or narrated by the speaker. So you see, at this point, the student or the learner is not being challenged to sing an aria because the skill is not yet there. It's really an introduction of a big production, of course, that will later be touched in our discussion or in later episodes. But for this purpose, the informant sheet covers only some information, very, very minimal information on what is the opera, just to introduce the characters, the plot, and the output of the student is to respond to the materials as narrated. We will now insert the informant's script. Please read it carefully and relate it to what has been said. The next is the teacher-learner script. And what is it? It's really a teacher relationship. Again, the purpose, as I said earlier, is to monitor and supervise and assess instruction. So we go to the sample, which is the beginning lesson of rhythm. Insert rhythm. You will find a musical score, some questions, and the like. At the end, we will be playing the piece, and I'll be sounding it now. Sali, Dubai. At the end of the two scripts, you will find notes for learner and tutor. They are reminders first to check if the materials have been received and from whom. Second is the return form, meaning the materials to be returned by the learner and tutor, as I said, signed to the proper channels. Everything, receipt and submission, should all be signed by the proper channels or proper officials. To close this session, we will be featuring a material on this second element of music, that is melody. A video will follow.